Yo, what's up, man? Great game.
You'll never get better watching other players work out. They'll do something.
The NBA 2K21 demo is out now, and in this episode, we're jumping right in. Plus, we look back at our best 2K TV moments of 2K20, and first looks at what's coming up in my team.
The Staples Center, downtown Los Angeles, and the freeways of LA, all painting the picture just where we are tonight. Welcome, fans, to 2K Sports Tuesday night presentation of NBA basketball. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and we'll have David Aldridge filling us in from the sideline. And a moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for James.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
And nothing tips off a broadcast like getting the lowdown from the sidelines. And we've got David Aldridge there for that. David, good evening.
Well, guys,
huge moment for Che. Thank you for that, David.
Well, you have to be happy that Che was selected. He's earned it with his play. Any argument against this selection, it feels hollow to me.
And a look at the starters for San Antonio. Lyles out there at DeRozan. Then there's Deante Murray. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Plumlee in at the center position. And for Los Angeles, Fred VanVleet out there with the chosen one. Then there's Parker. And it's LeBron James.
Hi, hope you're having a decent weekend, everyone. Emoji smiling eyes.
And the Spurs, I've heard it said, the most process-oriented team in the league.
Well, that's an understanding of what it takes for them as a small market team to be successful. A good assessment of what they have to do as the San Antonio Spurs to be good. Scouting, coaching, chemistry, all part of that.
And here is Los Angeles now, following the three-point attempt by C.J. McCollum.
I'll tell you what, guys, I think that's the best part of James's game, and he's got a lot of good parts, but his vision is otherworldly.
Now here's Murray. And there's the pass to DeRozan. Shot clock at 6. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it.
Nothing better than a hustle play like that. It gets the whole team amped up, sets the example for everyone.
Here's the chosen one. No good. Plumlee with some nice D. Looking at Los Angeles, they took the win in their last game against the Kings.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
Absolutely, especially on the road when you need those guys off the bench to up the ante.
Now, here's DeRozan. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Clippers.
And one of the big ways he came through was at the foul line. They couldn't contain him. He was equally effective at scoring baskets as well as getting to the line.
So it's the Lakers now, following the bucket by the Spurs. The shot's good from the chosen one. All-star rosters were announced recently. A lot of fans, Greg, were delighted to see Che named to the team. A huge moment for him.
You have to be happy for Che making the All-Star team. I mean, he's earned it with his play, and this is just another feather in his cap. Wasn't an easy road to the NBA for him, but he is definitely one of the elite players in our league.
Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play. Lakers shooting their first foul shot of the night. Well, Clark, the All-Star break is approaching. Commissioner Silver has broached replacing it with a mid-season tournament. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, you know, I love what Adam Silver has done as the commissioner of the league. He's very forward-thinking. He's very progressive. He's very open-minded. And this is one of those examples of that kind of thinking. You know, in European basketball, it's part of the landscape, and it seems to work fairly well. I'm interested to see where this thinking goes going forward, but I like the fact that it's been broached by the leader of the league.
So it's the Lakers now. They trail by 1. That one goes. Count it. The chosen one's got 9.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Now here's Murray. Tight defense on him. Out left to the wing. Now Plumlee. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game.
You know, even against tight defense, Murray has a number of ways he can score inside. He's not the strongest guy there, but he's flexible and creative.
And again, the basket from the chosen one. He's got 13.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Murray outside. Pass to McCollum. DeRozan against James. Left side, DeRozan. And it's San Antonio with another.
He's looking confident right from the opening tip.
The Lakers have gotten 6 or 7 shots to fall in the first quarter. They're off and running. And the dunk by Parker.
Oh, I like the craftiness of Parker at finding ways to get into the lane. Always looking to punch it down.
That's tipped, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. Well, some great passes have come into the league this season. Let's see which rookies are tops in assists. It's McCollum on the wing, covered by Van Vliet. And it's out of bounds to the Spurs as San Antonio retains possession.
And let's take a moment here to see some of the numbers for the chosen one. 37 points a game, 10 assists, and over 2.5 steals. And you talk about guys who just have a nose for putting up points. He is one of them.
Yeah, he sure is, and he rarely has back-to-back bad games. If he has an off night, he usually follows that up.
Look at that.
Oh, my goodness. Watch out. That is remarkable athleticism by Noel, really putting on a show with his fancy dunking ability.
And the rejection by Noel. White looking around. Lays it up and banks it in. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, it reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Here's the chosen one. And it's White with the rebound.
Boy, that's a good player missing from point-blank range. That's one you got to convert.
Well, Clark, underrated athleticism for Derek White. For a 6'4" guard, he can finish above the rim.
And not only that, guys, but he also blocks shots. I mean, coming out of college, he and #1 pick Markelle Fultz, the only players in the Pac-12 that rank top 10 in scoring, assists, and blocks. That's a heck of a triple.
Down low, here's Noel. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Noel's got his second bucket of the night.
Hey, just give Noel the rock in the post, and he knows what to do from there. Excellent presence in the low post.
And stolen by Noel. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Here's DeRozan. Here's McCollum. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Here's DeRozan. Second shot opportunity. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to go on Markieff Morris.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Bell comes in for Markieff Morris. And Jabari Parker subbed in for Kyle Kuzma. On the court right now for the Spurs, we've got DeRozan. Plumlee out there with Trey Lyles. Then there's Murray. And it's Walker in at the 2-guard spot. Murray with the bounce pass. Lyles against Parker. The kick out to Walker. 6 to shoot. Misses the 3.
And just not able to find the target from three-point range here in the second quarter, although he did knock down one in the first.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Hi, guys. The chosen one in the last game against the Kings really lit up the floor. He ended up with 43 points, and as expected, he distributed the rock and got his teammates involved. The stat line was filled, and the whole league is talking about it. We'll see what he does for an encore tonight, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this game. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
And the chosen one gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And already his 3rd foul. It's got to be time to get him out of there probably until the 3rd quarter.
Fred Van Vliet is checked in for the Lakers. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Bell. Pass to the chosen one. Back to Parker. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Lakers.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
Clark, you ever think we'll see a player coach in the NBA again?
I don't think so, Kevin. The role is just so demanding. You know, it requires so much, and there's so much scrutiny now. I don't think you can effectively play and coach in this day and age. No, I don't think you'll see it happen.
Last one we saw was Dave Collins back in the late 70s, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's right. And that's a long time ago, man.
The Boston Celtics.
Yep.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
And he's shooting his free throws to the tune of 75% this season. Fairly standard number.
Free throw good by Parker.
The exceptional Parker will only continue to get better over time. I mean, he has tremendous drive to be one of the all-time greats.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
And guys, you just can't afford to give away points from the foul line. Not in the NBA. Teams are just too talented.
Yeah, and you know, to come up short at the line is frustrating because that's controllable and it's actually a free throw. So you feel like you leave loose change out there when you don't convert.
Here's DeRozan. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Passes it to the chosen one, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. Look at the Lakers. They've been in peak form as we've watched them play some tremendous basketball with an eye toward the postseason. And, of course, the Spurs. Not in the same realm right now in terms of their record.
And I think for the Lakers, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
They do have the pieces in place for a title run, but the competition in the playoffs will be stiff.
Connects from three-point range. Murray's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Well, you know, that part of Murray's game has to be there for him, and I know how hard he's worked to improve his three-point shooting. Good to see.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the San Antonio Spurs. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Minnesota where they'll take on the Timberwolves. Outside, Walker. There's the triple. Hits it from three-point range. Walker's got 8 points.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Here's the chosen one. Walker with the rebound. Walker's got his 5th rebound in this one. Los Angeles, they have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9. That's good from Cook. The Lakers making a switch here. Second free throw, no good. Here's McCollum. Stolen. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with their lead standing at 6.
Kevin, thanks. Now, Jay, regarding the All-Star game, you have been officially voted in for the first time. So what does it feel to have all the support of all these fans around the country?
Oh, man, it means everything to me. You know, we play this game for the fans. The NBA isn't possible without them. You know, and I'm just excited to go out there and give them a show. That's what they're paying to see, you know?
No question the fans want to see you at that game. Congratulations. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the...
There's Rocky. Rocky? Remember Rocky?
Max, get out of my fucking spot. Okay. Max, you gotta move. It's just the fucking bottom line. Fucking move. There is your bed. Get out of here. Move. Max. Thank you. Max didn't want to move, did you, Maxie?
Scoreboard yet. What can you say? The chosen one, an impressive effort here today.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
They've got Bell, the chosen one out there with Cook. Then there's Parker. And dunk!
Well, I tell you what, DeRozan really packs a punch now. He's an explosive athlete with really good strength. I mean, he's got great size for a backcourt dominant scorer.
Moving it up and finished off by DeRozan.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
And Clark coming out of Washington is a one-and-done. Deante Murray is considered a raw prospect.
Yeah, very raw. The 29th pick in the 2016 draft, guys, taken by the Spurs. Excellent physical tools and outstanding athleticism. Was surprising that he left when he did. I recall that when I heard. But at 6'5", a 7-foot wingspan, he's got a chance to be special.
And the Spurs making a change here. Isles checked in. Second half just getting started, about a minute played. Offline from the top of the key. Here's the chosen one. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. 21 points for the chosen one.
And you know, with passes like that, you can see the potential Parker has. I mean, he's a team-first guy who loves passing the ball.
Murray, the pass to Plumlee. Here's McCollum. Pocket 6 over Cook. That one's in there. The Lakers' lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from McCollum.
Well, I like this execution coming out of the half. Solid. 3 for 4 from the field so far.
And that one drops for him.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Murray finds Plumlee. Now here's DeRozan. Fires at the elbow. Nice jump shot. Good. DeRozan's got 6 in the quarter.
Oh, wow. 4 or 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
And he gets it to go. And the Lakers lead by 6.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
McCollum deciding where to go with it. Over Cook. And it's Mason Plumlee with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Contavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Quinn Cook.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
To the middle. And the dunk by Lyles.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think.
Outstanding awareness and a terrific finish.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. And San Antonio called for the foul.
Boy, at 250 lbs, Parker loves doing work inside. And because of his aggressiveness, he gets to the line an awful lot.
Noel's checked in for Trey Lyles. And good on the second, so he makes...
Spots. Shut up, woman.
Both. Look, we've talked about footwork, but a player's hands, how he catches, how he passes, his use of his hands are huge. And there are a couple guys out there that are great at that.
Kawhi Leonard's got some mitts unlike any other in the league. I mean, he's not that tall. He's long-armed, and his hands are humongous. That ball looks like a tennis ball in his hands. And not only are they big, they're good. He's active with them on defense, and he's very strong in how he handles the ball offensively. You know, I think about a guy in terms of maybe not size, but really good hands. Jokic, his hands are phenomenal.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket?
The Spurs shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game.
Deante Murray played just one season at the University of Washington. He grew up in Seattle and went to Rainier Beach High School. It's actually the same high school that produced Jamal Crawford, and as a matter of fact, a lot of good players have come out of the Emerald City.
That's good from the chosen one. And in Seattle, Murray recognized from a young age as a potential pro.
Yeah, you know, sometimes you can identify those specially talented players, and his nickname was Baby Boy. And how about this, Kevin? Jamal Crawford has mentored Deante since the 6th grade. Those guys have exchanged text messages throughout that time. Jay Crossover, one of my favorites, on and off the court in the league, really has helped keep Murray on the right track.
Count that one. Bell's got 4 this quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
And even 3-on-3 break. Here's the chosen one. And he can extend the lead to double digits.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
Here's McCollum. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
Given the size disadvantage, you have to have a lot of confidence to take that shot.
And you know what? He does. I mean, in the NBA, you've got to have ways to score over defenders of all sizes.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Outside DeRozan. He can't get it to go. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand.
Guys, I tell you what, feels like everything is coming easy to him. Just taking what he sees and capitalizing.
San Antonio calls timeout.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Good substitution here for the Lakers. Morris is checked in for Bell. Anthony comes in for Parker. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for LeBron. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. San Antonio also making some changes. Outlaws checked in. And it's Lonnie Walker in for DeMar DeRozan. And White with the block. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Here's the chosen one. And can't hit the shot, but they're saying he got hacked, so he'll head to the free throw line.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
Clark, there are a lot of factors a free agent puts into selecting the new team that he goes to. Talk about the factors that aren't basketball for these free agents.
Well, I think you could see some of them if you gave it some thought, Kevin. You think about a market size, nightlife for some guys is important, business opportunities when you think about places like Silicon Valley or New York or Los Angeles, season of life for the individual player in terms of his family and where he might want to reside after he's done playing. So there are a number of different things that contribute to free agents making moves from one team to the next.
Now, did you have a family, Clark, when you played your last couple years in the NBA?
We were without children, but it was Rosie and I. We've been married 4 years, and then our family started right after I retired.
Walker the pass to Noel, and Noel throws it down.
Boy, I tell you, his dunking skills are special. Noel really pounds it through the hoop when he gets a chance to.
Here's Morris, lays it up off the glass. Morris has got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
Outlaw's shot is off. Lakers leading by 8. Here's the chosen one, rebounded by the Spurs. Noel's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. White the pass to Outlaw, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Outlaw's got his first bucket of the night.
And I like how he draws the attention on the inside, and then a nice little kick out in rhythm for the jumper.
The chosen one, San Antonio with the rebound. And it's McCollum off the drive. And McCollum with the slam.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Walker with it, picked up by Kuzma. Outlaw with the bucket. Outlaw's got 4 points in the quarter.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And the shot is good. And that's 31 points for the chosen one.
He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
McCollum outside. Outlaw up on top. 26 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Outside, White. Morris with the rebound.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
And here's McCollum. From deep three-point range, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a 6-point lead. Now a sneak peek into the huddle with Coach Jason Kidd.
Defensively, keep talking. Let's keep helping each other. We get the rebound. Don't get it early. Pick and roll.
And Jason Kidd telling them what it's going to take. All 5 guys communicating on the floor.
And calling for the early pick and roll. You can get really clean. Looks that way before that defense is able to kind of lock in.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this 4th quarter. On the court for San Antonio, we've got White. He's out there with McCollum, and it's Outlaw in at the 5 spot. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Shots good by Anthony.
Yeah, just superb focus there from Melo, overpowering the D and still finishes.
White down low to the inside, and the shot goes in.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one. You know, the defense has to be better. I mean, you can't give up that look.
With some arc, Lyles, and he uses the glass on the layup. Lyles got 6 here in this quarter.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Bell is checked in for Anthony. Parker comes in for Kyle Kuzma. LeBron's checked in for Alex Caruso. And Cook subbed in for Fred VanVleet. Feeds it to DeRozan. That one doesn't go. Good D by Parker. And so it's Parker with it. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. They've led by as much as 10. Oh, that's blocked. And he gets it back. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And the foul goes against San Antonio.
Defenders have to...
Fucking 90 points and I'm 96 and it's only start the first 4th quarter. Okay. And it's black fucking bullshit. I got 10 points up and then next minute they're fucking 2 points behind. But I'm winning at the moment.
You're winning until you go to the bench.
Yeah, they went to it now because it's the 4th quarter. I'm the champ. The all-star fucking captain. I wouldn't do that too. Yeah, I get the maximum minutes. I can't choose any more than 36 minutes. So there must be 40 minutes in the game. So you're gonna have 4 minutes rest. It looks like no matter what. So give me a break using the 1st and 2nd quarter, and maybe a 10. But they give me fucking more breaks this time.
Just a quick question. How much are the cakes themselves?
Yeah, they're expensive now. I don't know if you can get them. They're getting up to $150 now. It used to be only, I paid only like 40 or something, or 70 maybe.
Yeah, that's the one thing like I'm worried about, like getting into the home brew.
It's alright once you set up. You just got to set up. So yeah, you need to get a couple $100 up to start, and then you're fucking set to go. You just spend your $20.
Because I reckon the gas is pretty cheap. Like you just buy that from DLC or.
He does it, yeah. My mate does it too at the home brew shop. Yeah. Once it's done, it's done. $25 I think it was, and it fucking does 300 meters. So that's how you get it. Yeah, like 190.
Because like at $20 like that's better than fucking 33 for fucking 30 cans.
You get a couple of kegs. I got heaps of barrels. So if you get a couple of barrels, I got at least 2 or 3 barrels going.
Yeah, I was just wondering about the price of the keg.
Yeah, that's probably that was always expensive as part, but I think it's a little bit more expensive now Corona days or something. Maybe they use it for the air ventilators things.
No, it'll probably be more like they can't produce them.
Yeah. That was second hand ones anyway. There used to be heaps around, that's why I didn't pay too much to them. But yeah, fuck it, because there's shortage of everything. I reckon, yeah, it's just all sorts of things. But I was thinking maybe, that if there was emergencies too, they wouldn't want to give them all away. Because if they do need more ventilators, masks at the hospitals, because that's what they use them for as well.
No, but you usually use them with air or oxygen.
Yeah. But I think you can use it for that too. Who cares? No, it's good for beer. So yeah, fucking then yeah.
So the biggest outlay is more the keg.
Yeah.
So okay, so
I've got barrels, so you don't need to buy another barrel.
Well, it just makes it easier. Like I can just go, okay, I can plan now before I start doing the home brew.
Yeah, I'll find out how much exactly my mate.
Then I'll go keg first.
Yeah, and then you pretty much set up. Cause I've got the barrels.
Yeah.
I got about 3 or 4.
Because what I could do is I can just reorganise that fridge of, which is basically your beer fridge. That fucking ice cold one.
Yeah, you just fucking sit it there. Yeah.
No, like instead of it sitting there like on the glass fucking panel, like I'll just put a fucking tray right down the bottom.
Yeah.
And sit it there.
Yeah.
So it can
It's a
handle
massive
the weight.
fridge. It's a big fridge. Yeah, so fucking that sounds good. Okay, yeah.
And what is it? It takes probably about a week.
He's supposed to get 2 weeks, but
2 weeks to put in.
Yeah, but up to a lot of people. Keep on think about it. But you know, the better, the longer you wait, the better.
Yeah.
But yeah, you get 3 or 4 days out of it if you don't go too hard, or you at least get like fucking doing hard even a couple of days.
Oh, probably what it. So probably the way I'd set it up is I'd probably go keg first, and then go buy enough for like.
The barrels aren't much anyway. They only like $10.
Oh no, like buy like 2 sets.
Yeah,
like
kegs as well.
No, like buy two.
Barrels.
No, two mixes. So while I'm drinking the other one, I ferment the other one, the next one.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah, so I had to get that one because now I should have put it in. Well, it's been a couple of days already. I popped the shit yesterday or whatever. Day before. I should put it that Canadian pale ale shit. We've got that on the go, but I've got to put it. I've cleaned the keg out under
barrel out.
So I've just got to fucking. It's got the sanitizer shit still in it. So sanitising instead of.
Well, hopefully I at least get a fucking one of these jobs local.
Yeah.
Well, so far I've been lazy. I've only like 6 in just over 2 weeks.
Right.
But I've still got 9. I've still got 9 on my fucking web browser that I'm going to apply for.
Yeah.
And I'm actually just applying for jobs I can do.
Yeah. Fucking, that's cool. How you doing? How you doing? Well, fucking cleaning up.
And then I've got 2. Then I've only got to look for two next week.
Yeah.
That's gonna be easy. Because I've already done all the hard work.
Yeah. And you actually already been interviews and shit. They'll be pretty impressed.
Oh yeah.
With you. I'll win this game. Yeah, it's a high score. It's already 100 points after the start of the 4th quarter. 100 is a good game for me. All right, mate.
Yeah, it's on the quarter fucking up.
So yeah, I don't think I realised either until I have a couple of like about 3. It's like when you get
I'm both now.
when you get to about 3 of them, he's fucking 4. He's like noticing them anyway.
Oh, no, it's like fucking longer. Oh, I don't know. I had a race that I had to fucking do. I did a couple of series just in the next couple of days.
Fucking make up for breakfast, everything. Nice. We'll see you later.
It's fucking raining.
Yeah. It's been alright. I might pull his chairs in there. If I know it's dry. This ain't bad. Get on them animals. You got to try and win this fucking game. Maxi, bridge.
You really really cautious when defending Parker. I mean, he's an incredible athlete who doesn't mind physicality.
Nerlens Noel checks in for Trey Lyons. First free throw is good. He makes 1 of 2 that time. Spurs trail by 7. And he banks in the layup. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the 4th. And a look now at the San Antonio Spurs' upcoming schedule. On Thursday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the Minnesota Timberwolves. And then on Saturday, they continue the road trip, heading out to Sacramento to take on the Kings.
And for that game against the Nuggets, it's going to be a battle for this group. You get the feeling they'll need to be at their sharpest if they want to come away with a victory.
Here is Cook, White covering, and the pass to LeBron. Cook, the pass to the chosen one. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Here's Parker. San Antonio with the rebound. Noel's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's White. Softly drops in the floater.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And Greg, those looks they're allowing are almost automatic. The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
Spurs trail by 7. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th. Here's Murray. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
If you can't stop it, here it comes. I'm right at you.
Timeout called the Lakers.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Here's the chosen one. Dishes it to Bell. And it's sent back by Plumlee. And they're able to recover.
And the shot blocking skills of Noel are a staple of his game. Really one of the foundational pieces. He really takes a lot of pride in what he does on defense.
The shot's good from the chosen one. Spurs trail by 7. Murray kicks to Plumlee. There's the lob to the hoop. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop.
Tell you what, you wouldn't know they're the team trailing when they're able to pull off plays like that.
Here's Parker with the 3, and it's White with the rebound.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen. Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
They're getting on a...
And so it's the Lakers with it, and they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
Exactly. I mean, you got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
And so both free throws are good, and it's a 3-point game.
Those were pressure-packed free throws, and he looked as cool as he could be. So big to give them that 3-point lead.
And so it's the Lakers who come out on top here. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching. watching the NBA on 2K Sports. See you later. The 2K Sports postgame show.
And welcome back to the studio here on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith in a moment to speak with our postgame guest who's standing by on headset near the locker rooms.
Unstoppable in the last few games. What's the difference over this stretch?
I think putting in extra time with the coaching staff, extra time in the film room, it really allowed me to see the game a little differently. Identifying opportunities that I might have been slipping last time, and not just on an individual, man. I want to do everything I can to help my teammates succeed as much as possible.
Well, your success is helping theirs. Keep it up.
And that'll wrap things up. Thank you for joining us. For Shaq, for Kenny, for Kevin Harlan, for the entire 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson.
Good night.
Good night.
Hey, Jay, need you to do some press.
Okay, cool.
Great, just take your time, stop by when you're done.
See you in a sec.
Thanks.
This is the Hornet on 98.9 The Flex, the official home of your Los Angeles Lakers.
Get hip or get stuff.
Jay, congrats on making the All-Star team.
Thanks, Ted.
So tell me, how does it feel?
It feels nice. Everyone likes to be recognized, right? But personal awards, stats, that's all secondary to winning. And winning is what I'm about.
Any insight on how you were able to find so much success this year?
Well, I got to give a shout out to Coach for believing in me and putting me in a situation where I can flourish. And for sure, I got to give a big credit to my teammates. Playing with those guys makes my job a lot easier. And if I'm shining as an individual, it's only because of the system we have in place.
Hey, how you been, man?
Stay focused on your workout. Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
You got it. You got it. Come on, man. Yo, shoot it up. I'm gonna keep coming, baby. Shot! Shot! Hey, I'll see you later.
I see you want to work on your three-point shooting. Let's get set up.
Rocky. Brock. Rocky.
Let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're going to do.
Let's get it started, man. Let's get it started. Hey, he can ball, huh? Push it, baby! Hey, who's that now?
Let's put some work into making the correct decisions during transition.
Hit me up.
Welcome to the special edition of 2K TV.
The wait is almost over. We are just days away from 2K Day and the launch of NBA 2K21.
And if you can't wait, you can get early access to the NBA 2K21 demo right now. Here's
30 tonight. I can feel it.
Got those tickets you asked for, too.
Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA. The 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome, NBA fans. In tonight's presentation, the New Orleans Pelicans face off against the Los Angeles Lakers at Staples Center. And looking at Los Angeles, they've definitely been generating momentum, going up against a capable opponent, but you see their confidence. This one they really feel they should win. They'll look to come out strong and throw the first punch. And King James graces the court in this one. With all he's accomplished, LeBron has to have entered the conversation with Michael Jordan as the GOAT, the greatest of all time. Kenny?
Yes. I think he's entered the conversation, but that conversation still starts with Michael Jordan. You know, he's been doing it.
Likeness of Lakers great Magic Johnson that can be found just outside the front door of our location today, the Staples Center. 2K Sports presents Thursday night of the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan, and we've got Steve Smith and Greg Anthony at the table with me. And the fourth member of our crew, David Aldridge, our sideline reporter. DA, it's all yours.
Well, the era of star free agents increasingly being on the move has created a media frenzy that sometimes can be intense and
it can be a circus. David, thanks. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for him.
And guys, in the past 10 games, he's stepped up his role in the offense in a big way. His usage rate has increased. He's finishing off a lot of possessions, and that's just how this team wants it.
Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Then there's Shabazz Napier. Then there's Favors. And for Los Angeles, Jabari Parker is out there with LeBron James. Then there's Bell. Then it's the chosen one. And it's Caruso in at the shooting guard. It'll be Los Angeles off the tip. Smitty, we have great athletes on the floor in this one. Shouldn't be any shortage of some highlight reel type plays.
Yeah, this game, nobody will make my segment under the rim. Smitty's under the rim. Everything will be above the rim tonight. I'm excited.
And off the glass, that one's good.
Look how assured Ingram looks pulling up from there. I mean, he either tortures you with his speed to the rim or his jumper if you give him space. Take your pick.
And here are the Pelicans now. After the miss from the chosen one, Ingram kicks to Favors. Napier passes to Ingram. New Orleans moving it around, and it's Williamson missing. To the paint, and the dunk by Parker.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Now, here's Napier. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Charlotte.
And he showed again why he is such a sensational playmaker. Some of the plays he made were just remarkable.
And you admire that assertive aggression from Williamson. Goes right at you when he's in his comfort zone.
Parker kicks to James. The pass to the chosen one. And New Orleans pushing it up now. And that one's good, Williamson.
And what confidence from the big fella. Williamson runs the floor like a deer, and that assertiveness to attack. Love it.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Lakers shooting their first free throws here for the night.
Taking 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
And you think of the resiliency of New Orleans. It feeds into the ethos of their sports teams, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. Certainly the Pelicans have had their challenges too. Injuries, turnover, and leadership. You can't give up, though. I think that's something this organization and the fans can relate to.
Now, here's Napier. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Baseline jumper. Again, the Pelicans score.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
And Caruso's got the ball here for the Lakers. 4-point game.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
Inside, Napier. That shot, no good. Nice D from the chosen one.
And you try to take any award talk with a grain of salt at this stage of the season, but it's hard to deny that Che has decidedly thrown his hat into the ring for Rookie of the Year.
Well, you and I were just talking. There's a lot of time left, but when you watch what Che has done so far in this season and the impact that he's had, to me, I think to you too, there's no question that he at least deserves consideration for Rookie of the Year. Here is Favors. After the made shot from the chosen one, Favors trying to break free, and the Pelicans miss again. Here's the chosen one. He's off on that one. Now New Orleans will take it the other way.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going in this quarter.
Ingram. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. Ingram's got 6 points. Lakers trail by 4. Here's the chosen one. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Now, here's Napier. No points in the game yet for him. Ingram outside. 5 on the clock. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. New Orleans has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Napier, and he's good on the 3-ball.
And really an underrated playmaker. Williamson with good court vision and solid decision making.
Parker passes to the chosen one and stolen by Napier. Fast break, here we go. Ingram wide open. Jabari Parker comes up with the rebound. Lakers have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Great scorers have this ability. Let LeBron get that close, that's 2 points or a trip to the line.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And with the free throw percentage hovering around 70, he knows he has to bring that up.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. You know, Smitty, every team at some point faces some locker room turmoil. How tough is it to balance team chemistry?
You know, it's very tough. Sometimes you have those 1 or 2 player additions that it just changes the dynamic of your team. Sometimes you lose a leader. He might not be the best player. Then a lot of times guys are playing for contracts, and some guys get a little bit upset because they figure they're playing for their individual success versus team. But when you have that right chemistry, it is beautiful.
Now, here's Napier. To the middle, here's Williamson, and the dunk by Williamson.
What amazes me about watching Williamson, his lift into the air, it's so effortless.
And so Napier will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans, leading by 5. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
And a lot of that was game plan, putting guys in a position to succeed, particularly.
Napier feeling it out a bit. There's the dish to Ingram. The 11-footer. That one a little long.
I like it. That's a great battle at the rim. He just couldn't finish.
Bell is out there with Jabari Parker. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Then it's the chosen one. And it's Caruso in at the 2 spot. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hi, guys. The chosen one in the last game against the Spurs was all business. He had 35 points, and his passing was just incredible. He piled up an impressive number of assists. A very solid stat line for him in what was a terrific outing. And you know he wants to keep the momentum going, Kevin.
Okay, David, thanks. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And
wow, hammering it in!
Man, that's a big dude. But Derek Favors shrugging off contact and helping his team.
Out to Parker. Pass to the chosen one. He feeds it to Bell. Here's the chosen one. Off target from three-point range. Pelicans leading by 8. Down low. New Orleans moving the ball around. Great open look there. He's got 7.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Williamson, the pass to Favors. Good, nice play there from Napier. Napier's got the lead up to 13 now for the Pelicans.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And here is the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's top rebounding teams this season. In third, the Pelicans.
You know, it's not necessarily a glamour stat, but make no mistake, their top-notch board work has been a huge key to their success.
Los Angeles making a switch here. James is checked in. Pass to Napier. And here is Williamson. Just 5 on the clock. Passes it to Favors. Over Parker. Favors can't get it to go.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
No good from the chosen one.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
And you've seen they've made numerous attempts to try to get him going. Shows how valuable he is to this offense.